Chapter 12. The Basin. Iris hid behind the split black pillar and tried not to cough. The salt in the air had dried her throat until every breath scratched. Her sweatshirt sleeve was torn, and the skin under one shoe had rubbed raw. That bothered her more than it should have, and she hated that too, because there were men in the cavern, and one of them had blood on his mouth. The hurt man lay beside a pool with both hands over his ears. He was not asleep. He was trying not to hear.
"Get up,"
the man with the copper tool said. The hurt man made a sound Iris felt in the stone. The tool man stepped toward him. Iris almost shouted. Almost. Shouting made adults look where you were. Shouting also made frightened men hit harder. Iris pressed 2 fingers to her chest the way the old marks had shown. Spiral, line, palm, breath. The sound stayed locked behind her teeth.
"She went down there,"
another man said. Iris did not move. She had not gone down there. She had left one footprint in the wet dust, then crossed behind the pillar where the glow thinned. Adults always looked where fear pointed. She scratched a small arrow into the stone with a shell edge, then covered half of it with mud so Lena would have to look twice. Lena looked twice. Iris knew that already. The tool man hissed something low and dragged the hurt man by the shoulder.
"Pain is instruction,"
he said. Iris thought of saying, "No, it isn't. Pain is pain." She stayed quiet. Footsteps entered the fissure behind them. Not the same footsteps. Her father was one of them. She knew his before she heard his voice. Too heavy, too fast, always coming like love had to arrive with both hands full. Lena's steps were different. Careful, angry, counting. Iris closed her eyes. Please be smart, she thought. She did not know who she was praying to. Maybe God. Maybe the stone. She hoped God did not mind that the thought was messy. On the ridge above the fissure, Voss watched the basin through a feed that broke every time the ocean breathed. The picture was poor. The data was not. One patient lay beside the pool with both hands over his ears. Another signal, smaller and cleaner, hid behind the split pillar. Iris Vance, 12 years old. Refusal intact.
"Basin subject destabilizing,"
his assistant said. Voss read the name on the clipped file before he touched the control. Mateo Rojas. Adult onset tremor, external bridge trial, verbal consent preserved in the clean record and contradicted in the private one. Voss touched a worn fountain pen on the desk beside the file. It had been his wife's. Miriam had used it to write patient names by hand when the record system was down, and she had said it kept her from forgetting that names were the work. He had not used the pen since the year she died. He kept it where he could see it, the way men keep things they have decided not to be ruled by.
"He still hears,"
Voss said.
"Sedation?"
"Sedation would drop him back inside the safe band. I am not trying to keep him comfortable. I am trying to take him past what he was built to hold."
The assistant looked at the screen instead of at him. Voss increased the trigger by 1 mark. In the basin feed, Mateo curled harder around his own skull. The sound he made bent the water in the pools.
"Doctor."
"His body wants to stay where it is safe,"
Voss said.
"I am only refusing to leave him inside a limit that would have buried him."
He sent one instruction to the copper tool below. Do not kill the father. Make the child choose. The adults entered one by one. Ortega first, weapon down but ready. Lena next, face cut by mineral glow and worry. Ezra behind her, holding the copied pages against his chest. Matt came with his bag hugged tight and his mouth pressed flat. Calder came last, too big with fear. Don and Marisol slipped in behind him, Marisol with one hand on Don's elbow, as if walking him into a room where she had already counted the exits. Iris stayed hidden. The fissure opened into a cavern where mineral veins crossed the ceiling and pools shivered whenever the ocean struck hidden openings. The shape of the place mattered now. A central stone platform stood inside a ring of tidal pools, 8 yards of water and cut channels between dry stone and the platform. Iris was behind the split black pillar at the platform's edge, hidden but close. The hurt man lay beside one of the pools. The tool man stood over him. Voss watched all of it through a feed from a ridge above the cliff line, out of reach and out of sight. The voice from the lower root still belonged to the dark below the basin, not to this room. The only exit the team had used was the fissure behind them. The only exit not yet found was the low arch beyond Iris, half swallowed by shadow. Matt lifted his recorder.
Subaudible pressure,
Matt said.
mostly. Spikes where the water chambers connect.
Useful translation?
Lena said.
The room returns more of what enters it.
Like ink on a hymn page.
Don said, half to Marisol and half to the cavern.
The hymn was there first. The hymn is there now. The ink is louder for a season. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. Paul. The men who built this room knew the hymn. They did not have the
Raphael, pool.
yes.
Then enter less panic.
Calder heard the word and flinched as if it had been his name. The hurt man screamed. The adults ran. Iris pressed herself against stone as Ortega reached the basin and Lena dropped beside the man.
Alive?
Ortega asked.
Yes.
Lena said.
Did Iris do this?
Calder asked. Lena looked at him sharply.
Ask about injury, not blame.
Calder's face changed.
Is Iris hurt too?
The correction mattered. It did not fix him. It mattered. Lena checked the man without touching the implant port behind his ear.
His system is overloaded, same port style as the climber. If he pushed her and she panicked, the chamber could have amplified both.
Ezra looked toward the pillars.
Iris?
Iris almost answered him instead of her father. That seemed unfair, so she stepped out.
Sweetheart.
Calder said.
Stop.
He stopped, and the fact that he did made her knees shake. Dust streaked Iris's face. Her sleeve hung loose at one elbow. Her hair had risen in static fine wisps around her head. She kept one hand on the stone because the wall was not kind, but it was honest. It pushed when it pushed. People changed names for pushing. Lena saw the child first. Iris could tell. Most adults saw the head first, the long sweep of bone under her hair, the shape that made doctors go soft-voiced and nurses look away too quickly. Lena's eyes touched it, yes, but only after they had already found the torn sleeve, the bare hands, the trembling mouth.
Iris,
Lena said.
You came for the skulls. Voss's people said your name on the plane.
I am Lena.
Lena said.
Do you have water?
Iris asked. Calder reached too fast, stopped himself, and held the bottle out instead of putting it to her mouth. Iris took it with both hands.
You looked at them like people.
Iris said. Lena's throat moved.
I tried to.
You feel closer.
Lena went still.
Closer to what?
Iris touched 2 fingers near her ear, not quite pointing at the shape of her skull.
Not loud. Just closer.
Ezra was at the back of the chamber, with one hand on the cold stone. He spoke without turning around.
Isaiah said the mountains and the hills would break forth before us into singing, and the trees of the field would clap their hands. The room is not wanting her. The room is doing what stone has been trying to do since the dawn. She hears it clearer than the rest of us because Voss tuned her body to register what stains the song. What presses toward her is not the room. The room would be silent if men had not stained it.
Lena looked at Ezra, then at Iris.
Then try with me.
Lena said.
I will.
Iris, sweetheart,
Calder said.
come here.
Iris looked at him. Love came first, then the memory of wires, then the awful work of deciding whether love was safe today.
You brought them.
Iris said.
To help you.
Calder said.
You always say that when people put wires on me.
Iris said.
No wires.
Calder said.
You ask first?
Iris asked.
I ask first.
Calder said.
No carrying me?
Iris asked. His mouth opened, and Lena watched him fight every father's instinct in his body.
Not unless you need me.
Calder said.
Unless I can't walk.
Iris said.
Unless you can't walk.
Calder said.
And then you ask Lena.
Iris said. Calder looked at Lena. Lena nodded once.
And then I ask Lena.
Calder said. Iris drank, then wiped her mouth with the torn sleeve.
Good.
She said, and sounded so much like a child correcting a grown-up that Matt gave one broken laugh.
Not funny.
Iris said.
I know.
Matt said.
It escaped.
The tool man moved from behind Calder. Iris saw him first.
Down.
She said. Ortega shouted.
Contact!
The man slammed into Calder and drove him sideways into a pool. Water exploded over stone. The copper-pronged tool flashed in his hand. Ortega pivoted, but did not fire. Iris was too close. Matt dropped behind a rock with a sound that was half yelp, half prayer. Ezra pulled Lena back as the injured man near the pool began to convulse, the red implant light flickering faster. The cavern pressure climbed. Iris put both hands over her ears.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Everyone down.
Ortega said.
Hands visible.
The tool man grabbed Calder's jacket and raised the copper prongs.
Iris, don't look.
Calder said.
I can't not hear him.
The pressure jumped with her panic. Water in the pools lifted in rings. Light raced through mineral seams, then through the floor, then through Iris's fingers. She saw the easy answer. Let the room take the sound and make it large. Let the man drop. Let everyone finally be scared of her. For half a breath, she wanted it. Then she remembered the hurt man's hands over his ears. She pressed 2 fingers to her chest. Spiral. Line. Palm. Breath. The copper tool came down. Calder kicked up. Ortega shouted. Ezra caught Lena by the arm. Iris tried to hold the sound inside her and failed. The air thickened, vibrated, sang. For one impossible instant, every pool became a mirror, and every mirror held the same terrified child. Then the cavern went white.